Hi friends, it's Heidi Scott with A Maker Studio, and today I'm going to show you how to make some of my most favorite farmhouse style fall fluff. So this is what I want to show you. I made this arrangement last night and I couldn't have been more thrilled with how it turned out. These are the little acorns that I made over, and this is the pumpkin. Let me check my volume to make sure I have that turned on. Okay, hopefully you were able to hear me. This is Heidi Scott, and today I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live on creating this beautiful fall fluff using ugly, outdated, orange, brown, whatever you have, pumpkins, gourds, acorns, just laying about your house. So this is the finished product, my pumpkin, and these are the finished products of my acorns. I'm just going to set this aside right here and show you what those look like to start out with. This was what the acorns look like. They're just very brown. And then that pumpkin didn't have all this jazz on it, but it was this kind of idea. So, let's see. Okay, so let me start and tell you what the steps were. First of all, I took our cleaner, because there's so much gunk and stuff that accumulates on your fall fluff over the years. So I took some of our furniture cleaner, put it on a rag, and cleaned all of my fluff really well. And I was surprised how much came off of that pumpkin, but I guess 10 years of sitting out collecting dust every year really accumulates. The next thing I did is I took some of our awesome Rescue Restore paint, which will cover literally any kind of surface you can imagine, as long as it is clean. And this furniture cleaner is the best stuff to do that. So I took some of our Rescue Restore paint in this color called Blessed, and I just dipped my brush in it, and here's a pair to show you. I just painted, and I wasn't even careful, and you know what? The less careful you are, the more areas that you kind of miss or get it thick or have streaks or whatever, the prettier. So this is a great DIY project for somebody who is a messy crafter like I am. I'm totally messy. So this is basically what it looks like. Not great. One coat. Then I took some of our awesome gel stain, and this is my favorite right now. It's called Hazel Mahogany. I put a little spoonful of it in a glass and then added just a little bit of water, about the same amount or a tiny bit more. Stirred it up, and I made this sort of glaze. And then I'll show you with my pear. I literally just painted it on. Okay, here's one side that I have not done, and here's the side that I did do. So let me show you. You just paint it on with, you could use a rag or a foam brush, whatever you like, and then take some paper towels or a lint-free rag if you prefer, and you're just literally gonna wipe that off. And so what you end up with is, with the acorns, is something that looks like this. Okay, and when you have a lot of 3D stuff, you want to really pounce it into the crevices and let it sort of dry a little bit darker in the crevices. But it's okay, totally, if you miss an area. Right here, I can see where I missed an area with my paint. And when I put my glaze on the top, it just accentuated that, and it looks like, you know, part of the effect. Okay, then the next step is my favorite, because y'all know that I am a total gilding queen. This This is like my favorite Maker Studio product. So about 15 minutes ago, I took some of our gilding size and I used a little foam dome brush and I pounced in my gilding size, and then I just pounced over the top area of the 3D and on the stem. So I did that just on the front here about 15 minutes ago. So it should be good and sticky, which we call it's come to tack. And then I'm going to use some of our Maker Studio gilding leaf in copper or silver. I'm going to use this copper leaf, this variegated copper leaf today. It's fabulous. Okay, so this is what it looks like in a book. See if I can open it. Whoops. It's very, very, very easy to get it stuck to your fingers. Okay, isn't that pretty? Each book comes with 25 sheets, and I'm going to basically just lay that down over the area that I applied my size 15 minutes ago to. And then I'm going to take a little sheet of my orange paper and just putting the leaf on the top. Okay, and then I'm going to sort of burnish it off, which just means I'm rubbing it in and brushing it off. Okay, and then I'm going to take a stiff brush and I'm going to remove the rest of the extra that's on here. And you can pounce pretty hard. And you can see here, this is what the finished product looks like. If you wanted to tone that down even a little bit more, you could put some more of your stain that's watered down over the top of it and then pat that off with another dry paper towel. This is the side that I didn't gild, and I think this side is pretty as well. So you could totally do this arrangement and skip the gilding part, but I think it just adds a little something extra that makes it really special. So there's the completed project. Let's see. While I have you, I also want to show you a few of the other farmhouse projects that I've been completely obsessing about. This was the first one I made. This was my home tray. This is lumber from the hardware store. It was, I believe it was 6 feet long and 10 inches wide, and at Lowe's, they're willing to cut that for you for 25 cents per cut. So I think I had this cut at 16 inches, so it's 16 by 12, and it's about 3/4 of an inch deep. And this is what I made. I did post a tutorial on my Facebook page at DiyDreaming, so if you're interested in this, you can go check that out. This is that same hazel mahogany gel stain. Love it. And then this is, let me move these out of the way. Here is another one that I did. This one, I really diluted my gel stain before I applied it. And then after I applied it, I took a wet paper towel and I kind of wiped it off so that the finish here is much lighter. And you can see that I did the whole thing. I did the front and the back. This is what the wood looks like before you do something fun to it. And then I applied a stencil and some of our Biscuits and Gravy Rescue Restore paint. I painted these little feet, put those on with some great glue. Now, the next thing I'm really excited about and working on are all this black and white stuff. And this is something I will just tease you with. I'm not going to tell you too much. But I made this over the weekend. This is the front, so I can use it this way. And then this is the back, so I can use it this way later too. And this just sits in a book stand. I may also make some Lazy Susans. And then this was just a piece of lumber that I did, same idea as the other thing, but using our French script stencil. And I believe that this was also the Blessed, and then Little Black Dress as the underneath. So anyways, that's what I have for you today. I'm going to go ahead after I'm done here and post the tutorial that gives you all the instructions of what you need and the steps to make one of these little fabulous fall farmhouse fluff arrangements. And anyways, I hope that you liked it and that you got some good ideas. And I hope that if you haven't already, that you'll follow my Facebook page. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to contact me. If you're interested and want to place an order for some of the things that you need to create this project, you can do that at my website, which is www.amakerstudio.com/paint. Alrighty, have a great day, and until next time, I'll see you.